go, champ. It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and you're watching True School Sports. Let's go, champ.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Orlando Cuellar, former trainer of the year. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great,
Great to have you on again. It's been quite some time since we last spoke on camera.
That's right.
And I'm happy to have you on. You got your fighter, Ulysses Diaz, fighting tonight. Can you tell the world about Ulysses? Because he's pretty unknown outside of Miami, so you want to tell people about him?
Ulysses is like an urban legend in Miami, ex-street fighter, been in trouble a couple of times, got his life together, and he found a home in the boxing gym, and this is where he can vent and hone some of those skills that he needed to polish that were not legal in the streets, but they're legal in the ring. So this is a place where he feels he's comfortable, and it's something that is his passion, and he's been wanting to do for a long time. It's always been his dream. So here he is tonight fighting for the NBA title at cruiserweight.
At cruiserweight. And I had a chance to talk to Ulysses last time I saw him at the last MNR fight, and he spoke very highly of you, and he really believes he can become world champion, and he feels like he's going that way. Would you agree, or?
Well, you know what? Look, anything can happen in boxing if you have a good team behind you. You got a good manager, a good promoter, a good trainer. Yeah, because this is chess, it's not checkers. So making the right moves and timing is everything. It really doesn't have to do with age, and we've seen a lot of guys become champions. Not to say that Yuli doesn't have that skill level or can't attain that skill level, but we've seen guys out there that get a championship, and there's other people around that may be more deserving, so why not? Everybody should try it. Yuli's definitely putting in the hard work and dedication to do it.
Absolutely. Hopefully he gets to win tonight and looks good doing it. I wanted to ask you just about what do you have going on in Miami, because I haven't seen you I haven't interviewed you in like 3 years. So what have you had going on since the last time we spoke?
Well, recently I trained Kobe Covington, the UFC champion, for his fight against Robbie Lawler. I was his striking coach, and he won that fight, and he actually set a record for the most strikes in a UFC championship fight. Also, I have a kid, Thomas Riley Badillo from New York, that's getting ready for the Olympic trials. He should be leaving next week. And then I got a couple of guys that are coming in from England and from Germany, and one from Russia. So sometimes there's a lull in my action. I've been around for 4 decades. I'm 63 years old, still doing it. I've won every award there is to win. I've been on HBO shows. I've done it all. So I need a little time away from boxing to spend with my family, because my kids grew up and I never really got to see them traveling so much in the 90s and the year 2000. So now I slowed down a little bit, and I'm trying to enjoy the family, but it looks like I'm about to take off and start doing it all over again.
That's what kind of had that second career, if you will. The second.
Yeah, the second coming of my career. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going to boxing, I know you're big on Vasyl Lomachenko, because you said like years ago, before he was really what he is now, that he was going to become what he is now.
Right.
What do you make of his career and just how it's played out since the last time we spoke?
I think he's an incredible fighter. Was the best amateur. He's really the most polished under 20 fighter there is in the world. I mean, everybody knows that, obviously, for the fights that he's won and who he's beat, and he's got the best promoter in the world. His father, seems to be a great trainer, though a lot of times, most of the time, father and son relations don't really work, because there's too much pride and the bloodline and the emotion involved. So, it gets a little bit explosive, but this seems to be a well-grounded, solid team that really have the focus and the fortitude to stay the course all the way. No telling how far they get. So far, they've got as far as most people could dream of going.
Absolutely. And he's one of the most well-rounded fighters you ever see in the boxing ring.
Sure is.
Does almost everything perfect. Is there a fighter you could see that could beat him? Like if there was that fighter, like does he exist at 135?
I don't know, man. I don't think he's born yet. I don't think the guy's gonna beat him as born yet. I mean, this guy is like learning. He came out of the amateurs when he fought Orlando Salido. It was a fight where I thought it was they weren't familiar, his team, and he wasn't familiar with the pro boxing, and he was just head punching like the amateurs do. And then Orlando Salido was able to get underneath him and work that body, even though Lomachenko hurt him in the last round, but obviously too little, too late. But ever since then, they've done their homework. They've gone back to the drawing board, and they combine hand and body shots. They're working out. It looks like they're real good students of the game. And you can be in this business 20 years and not learn anything, and you could also be in it 3 or 4 years or a couple years and learn a lot. It's who the individual has studied and how much effort he puts in and how much he attains. And Lomachenko seems to be able not just to fight, but to have a thinking mind that works in the ring.
He seems to process information real quickly in the ring, and that's kind of what sets him apart from the other fighters.
He's going really fast. He's exceeded most fighters. I mean, who has won what he's won with such a fight? Mostly no fights, but he's not even 10 fights yet.
Yeah.
My name is Rachel McDonough, and this is my friend. Hi, I'm Savannah, and we're here at the beautiful Madison Square Garden for the big fight, and you are watching True School Sports.